something like that, and really good for support based. I played him a few times with some of my friends, and I played him kind of like a support type initiator, and it worked out really well for us. Our Master Yi was 3-5-1 for all the orders he was given. He was very much trying to take control of the game, telling us where to creep and what lanes to push. He was pinging all over the place. His score was 3-5-1. And let's take a look at our Rise, which I told you was doing very, very well, and indeed he was. He had 14 kills on our team, the Rogue Mage on our team, 4 deaths, and 8 assists. He is one of my favorite heroes to play, and when I was starting out, I played him primarily, and mainly because of his ease of play. I mean, he's a very straightforward hero. He has a disable. He has something that does extra damage, and he's got like a Lich-like ultimate that bounces between heroes and does a lot of damage. His main weakness is his hit points, so most people counteract that by buying some hit point items, especially in the late game. He's an int-based hero, so he is very weak in the late game and is very susceptible to damage DPS heroes like Warwick, like the guy I was playing, and even tanks and things like that. So you counteract that by balancing your hero out a little bit more with hit points. He is very much ability power based. The more ability power he has, the better, more effective his spells are. Obviously, that makes sense. So he did really, really well this game. 14, 4, and 8. And I am the 4th player listed on the list. I got 4, 6, and 7. My items are not very good compared to a lot of the other people, but didn't do too bad. What is this stat? Oh, minion kills. I have the least amount of minion kills because I was not paying attention at all. One thing about League of Legends, and I mentioned this in the other commentary that's different than the other games, is League of Legends doesn't allow you to deny, but it does allow you to last hit. So generally when you're pushing a lane, it's still beneficial to not be just auto-attacking a creep or for whatever reason, or they call them minions in this game. It's better to wait till they're almost dead and run in there and get the last hit. Whether you're ranged or melee or whatever, it doesn't really matter. So that's another statistic that we can look at. Our Master Yi had 191 creep kills, which is the highest in the entire of this game so far, which is really nice. Helps us with our pushing and gives him a lot extra gold. Every time you get a minion kill, you get the gold from it, which is nice. Our Malphite on our team, which is the newest, one of the new heroes that they released within the last few months, or month at least. He's a big rock-based hero, and I don't know if you can see him on the League of Legends website. I'd have to look up what his abilities are. I haven't played him yet, but I have a bunch. He's in a lot of games because he's very popular. He's got a slow, I know, and he's got like a charge ability, kind of like the Spirit Breaker's charge, but a shorter distance. It's not like a global thing that you can just click on someone and charge in there. And he was 3-9-9 with 80 creep kills. So, pretty good. A lot of assists this game, which is nice. The only one who only has 1 assist, which is kind of odd, is Master Yi. But he was pretty much doing his own thing for a lot of the game, doing a lot of creeping and farming. Let's look at the last hero levels. We had 18, 18, 18, 16, and 17. I was the lowest level on our team, and actually the lowest level in the game there at the end. Again, that's due to me talking and probably creeping more and not paying attention as much as I should have, but this is the first game I've won with Warwick since I've been playing with him, so I'm kind of excited. Although I wasn't the one that won it. You know, obviously our Rise was a very key factor in this game, but did get a lot of assists, which is nice. I helped out a little bit. On the enemy team, let's take a look at them. Their Chrono guy, whose name is Zillion. I call him Chrono Guy for whatever reason. That's my nickname for him, and I'm sticking with it. He was 6, 8, and 5. Again, he's more of a support-based pushing hero. He's got a slow and that other, or it can be used as a beneficial buff on your allies to increase their run speed, or he can use that on himself to increase his run speed for short duration. He's got that bomb ability, which is nice for pushing and for doing some early game harassment. A lot of these int heroes have good abilities for some early game harassment, and for ganking too. It helps getting some kills. There's Singed, who was actually doing very good. He was probably one of the biggest tanks on their game. I didn't take a look at his hit points, but he had a lot of hit points. He was hard to take down, especially when he was buffed by Morgana's Spell Shield and Chrono's Zillion's ultimate that allowed him to come back to life after we killed him. He was 3, 7, and 10 assists, which is pretty essential. He has his slow ability that does some damage, that glue on the ground, which slows people's movement speed to a near crawl. And he also has that armor reduction / dot poison that he does, and a toss damage ability that he does. Basically tosses enemies over his shoulder. I guess it goes front. He tosses him in front of him. I think that's how it works. So just like Ollie Star on our team, he would want to get behind somebody and throw him towards the tower, throw him towards the teammate. It's just kind of like toss in Dota. It's kind of a similar mechanic like that. Their Malphite didn't do as good as ours, I don't think. Oh no, he did better. Our Malphite was 399. Their Malphite was 6, 5, and 10. Different items for the most part. So I don't know if they're following different item builds. I don't know which one's the standard one. But their Malphite was a lot better, a lot more assists on his side, and he was a level higher at the end. More creep kills too. Their Jax, who I was telling you about, was another very popular melee hero, and you can look him up on League of Legends. He's one of the released heroes that they've announced. In the regular popularity of the game, I guess it's been up there. He is 2, 7, and 2. Didn't do too well. I don't think he ganked as well as he should have. He was doing a lot of solo play, kind of like our Master Yi was. He's one of those heroes that does very, very well in conjunction with other disables, a lot like me, a lot like my hero was. Although he can be a very good carry late game, because he can take a lot of damage and he can do a lot of counter attacks that do significant damage. So he's a very easy hero to play as and pick up and learn. So if you were to start playing this game, Jax would be a nice melee hero to pick. Ryze would be a good hero to pick. And although she wasn't in this game, I think the hero I was talking about in the last commentary, her name is Ashe. She's a lot like the Drow Ranger. She's a very relatively easy hero to pick up as well. So there's 3 heroes you can pick if you want to start playing the game, if you ever could get into the beta or when you start playing the game when it's released, which I don't know when that is right now at the top of my head. Lastly, on the enemy team, there was Morgana. She was 7, 2, and 8. Again, her abilities are a little bit more supportive and than Ryze's are. Ryze is pretty much a lich. That's kind of a lich with a stun, if you can imagine that. He has a lot of damage and can really dish it out. And I would compare him to the lich in Dota as far as his abilities, the way they work. Their Morgana looks like she should have had more assists because she was really landing a lot of her stuns. I was only able to dodge, I think, 2 or 3 of them. And I've seen my teammates dodge a few, but I mean, she landed a whole bunch of them. She looked like she went just the suggested item build. I don't know if I can mouse over and it tells me. Yeah, Archangel's Staff, Soul Shroud, Sorcerer's Shoes, Frozen Heart. I know those are recommended items for int heroes, for most int heroes. So that's what she ended up getting. So she was 7, 2, and 8 with 121 creep kills. One thing their team did was get a lot of creep kills. 4 out of their 5 all had over 100. And only 3 of our 5 had over 100. And I only had 57, so that was pretty terrible. Anyway, that's the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the shoutcast of a live League of Legends game. This, as far as I know, this has not been done before. And I would be the very first person to shoutcast a live League of Legends game. I wish I could include a Fraps video or screenshots or anything of the like to give you guys some more visuals for this game, but unfortunately, the way League of Legends is set up now with their non-disclosure agreement for beta testers, they don't want any pictures or videos being released that they don't put on their website. So that's how the game works. If you guys like this, maybe I'll do another one. Maybe you guys can pick a hero from the League of Legends website that you might want to see me play, if you want to, or hear me play, not see me play, I guess. And we can go from there. If there's any new heroes that come out, some other ones, we only had one really new hero in this game, and he was the Malphite guy, who hasn't been released, I think, on the website. I talked about, I think, a few other ones in the audio before this, the kind of the explanative audio, and that's how that worked. Going on 60 minutes here, so wow, 2 60-minute audios within a week for me. I know it's not Warcraft-based, but I like to draw some comparisons with these newer games that are coming out. I'm really, for the longest time, I've been telling friends, even before I heard about League of Legends and Heroes of New Earth, that someone should make a full version like game for Dota, or base that off the genre style, because it's so popular. It always amazed me how Dota's popularity grew through a very simple custom game and to being the most popular game that's played with the Warcraft client. Not even the Warcraft game is more popular. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments. You can send me PMs on the forums, SYSShark on the WC forums, or I guess that's it. We'll talk to you later, guys. This is Systemshark from WCReplays.com. We'll see you later. Bye.